Greetings. My name is Rebecca Boger, and I'm currently the chair of the Science Working Group. In this session, I'm going to talk about what activities the Science Working Group has undertaken this past year and the plans for the upcoming year. First, I'd like to introduce the team. We have, in the lower left, we have Jean Robert, who's representing Latin America and the Caribbean, followed by Peter, who's representing Africa. Then there's Hamid, who's representing Near East and North Africa, and Joy, representing Asia and the Pacific. Costas is representing Europe and Eurasia. And then we have, at large, Marale, and a consultant, Dixon. Not shown on this map here is our Globe Implementation Office liaison, who is Grace. So what have we been doing for this past year? We've been doing lots of things. We've been working on the protocol bundles, revising those that we have made in the previous year or so to have them the same components and have the same look and feel as you access the materials on the website. We're looking at how the bundles are being used, and we created new bundles, one on agriculture and ENSO. I encourage you to come to the bundle panel session to learn about these new ones as well as the ones that were developed before. We've been working on our Science Working Group web pages, looking at an audit of instrument information in the Toolkit, and developing a new protocol activation process and how the Science Working Group is involved in this process from beginning to end. And then look at permutations of a complete new protocol, such as adding new instruments for existing measurements. So this is what we're working on with the Science Working Group. We were tasked to come up with a vision, a mission, and what we stand for. So I'll just read parts of this, and I'll leave this up for you to read on your own. But our vision is to achieve Globe's vision by maintaining the scientific integrity of the protocols and education materials. The Globe Science Working Group supports the needs of Globe's diverse community of teachers, students, scientists, and other community members. The group has experts in the environmental sciences who can provide guidance, background, information, and ways to use data and scientific research being conducted by Globe's diverse community. So I'll let you, these are not up on the web yet, but these will be up on the web soon, and you can go look at these and learn more about what our vision, mission, and what we stand for. So how do the new protocol bundles look? And I encourage you to go to the website and look at these. So the bundle overview, it will give first a description of which Globe protocols are included, and I'm using this air quality as an example. So it's not going to say air quality if you're looking for water quality, or if you're looking for rivers and oceans, and so forth. So it's looking at which Globe protocols will be used, and then it describes the protocols and how they fit into the air quality bundle. They provide relevant scientific background, and they give examples of student research questions and projects, an actual case study example, and looking at acknowledgements and references. So in terms of the instrument information into the toolkit, which is this document that was created several years ago, and this table is included in the toolkit, and there are several errors that we found in the table itself, and some changes that need to be incorporated that go along with changes in the technology and perhaps revisions in the protocol. So we've gone through that and are working with the technology group to get this up and running. So for the new, what we've been really working on as well as the new protocol activation process. Now last year we presented on the protocol deactivation process. So this time is so finding those that we definitely want to keep, those that we perhaps should keep, those that maybe we should deactivate for a variety of reasons, perhaps not being used, or the instrument is no longer viable. So with the new activation protocol process, we learned a lot from the deactivation process and applied that to this activation process. So we've been looking at how to create that process and how, again, the science, through the science working group, it is involved in this process at different stages. So from the initial discussions to the actual implementation of the new protocol. So this involved looking at criteria for what makes a good protocol for the globe, such as the science, ease of implementation, educational factors, and society criteria, such as does it connect to the sustainability development goals. We are connecting with other working groups to make this a comprehensive and integrated package. So we were working with education and technology and equity. We are also developing a process that will address how to bring on new instrumentation for existing types of observations. For example, a wonderful former GLOBE teacher who is still active in GLOBE, Peggy Valletta, has asked about the refractometer for measuring salinity. So we will look at this for the upcoming year and see how our process works and whether or not to include the refractometer. So what are our tasks? I just mentioned one in terms of the new protocol development process and using maybe the refractometer as a test. So we will continue to work with other working group members on the GLOBE Accessibility Subcommittee. We will complete the new protocol activation process, and this will be working with GIO, NASA headquarters, and the community at large. And we will review proposed new protocols or instruments, such as I mentioned, the refractometer. So thank you very much. I encourage you to come to our science working group session if you have more questions, and we'll talk more about what we've been doing in this group. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the conference.